but most of them speak English, so we just choose to speak English when they're around.
It's funny
And it's
because
not helping me. It's helping you guys, but it's not helping me.
it's funny because I know many Nigerians in Cote d'Ivoire who can't speak French like you. CEAV English Talk, a talk show in English on a variety of problem solving ideas that are creative, educational, altruistic, and vital. Episode 4. Enjoy.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And you?
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing very well. It's good to see you.
Okay, good to see you too. I live in Cote d'Ivoire. I was born and raised in Cote d'Ivoire, and I have become an English coach. But in the CEAV English network that I'm running, I am associating
Okay,
anglophones.
okay.
Okay, so this is a network that we are developing. So to help
It's a very
people
cool one. You're
to
doing a great job.
thank you. So this is to help francophone have access to anglophones to speak English with, because you live in
Okay.
Cote d'Ivoire right now, don't you?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
definitely I do.
yes. So let's talk about that, because you guys from English speaking countries, when you come, even when you come in French speaking countries, is I don't think is that a big deal for you, like to get hired to get involved in businesses. I mean, you can find your way out. You can make it even in French speaking countries.
Yeah.
And so it's not that easy for francophones when they move to English speaking countries.
Oh yeah, I understand that. I understand that. In fact, I don't know of other English countries, but back then in Nigeria,
Mhm.
I can count the number of francophones on the streets of Nigeria. So I barely find them. You understand? So, well, maybe there are some more uh, things attached to that, more reasons attached to that. Well, I don't know,
Mm.
but yeah, you're very right. I was just gonna buttress the point.
You see, so so let's talk about that then. So like
All right.
can you just start by telling us how long you've been living in Cote d'Ivoire and what for? Why are you here in Cote d'Ivoire? You are from Nigeria and you live in Cote d'Ivoire. So,
Okay. Basically, um, I'm Barry, and I am a Nigerian. You know that already. I've been living in Cote d'Ivoire since 6 years ago now, if I can recall. Yeah, that's 2017. Yeah. So I came down here as an expatriate to be an English teacher in a school, and yeah, it's been a very good ride so far. Cote d'Ivoire is interesting, but it's not fair. It's not fair of me to know that by now I'm still unable to speak French.
really?
It's embarrassing. Yeah, it
The
is.
reason why I was saying that in the beginning that you guys, when you come in francophones country, I mean, you don't really care about like speaking English. Speaking French is
Not
not.
that we don't
It's not a
care.
thing.
Not that we don't care. I
Why?
don't know. Not that we don't care. For me particularly, I care. I care so much to understand, but I don't know. I can't just understand it yet.
Is
It's
it
it's
because of
embarrassing.
is it because of your
I'm not proud of
environment,
it.
the people you are surrounded with? Everybody
Yeah,
speaking
people I'm
English
surrounded with, people
around
I'm
you.
connected to, everyone speaks English. At my place of work, we speak English.
Hmm.
At my uh, at my dwelling, at my abode, it's English. So my church, English. So it's just It's just so disturbing.
When do you happen to find people speaking French around you? When does that happen, if it ever happens?
If it ever happens to find that I find francophones around me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I don't know. Naturally, I love my space so much. So if something important is not connecting us, you understand. Like I don't see reason why I should be chatty.
Mm.
I do, but most of them speak English, so we just choose to speak English when they're around.
It's funny
And it's not
because
helping me. It's helping you guys, but it's not helping me.
it's funny because I know many Nigerians in Cote d'Ivoire who can't speak French like you.
I don't see myself being a chatty person.
So you
So
mean that
that
most of the francophones that you happen to meet are not having like serious stuff to do with you?
no, they do. But when they do, most of them, like should I say all of them or most of them,
Mm.
has to be work, work, work. And when it's work, then it's like francophones who speak English, for example,
Mm. Okay.
you understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I mean.
So everything relating everything that
Yeah,
relates you with
everything is centered
francophones
around
has to do
English.
with English.
Everything is still coming back to English. So not that I don't have francophone friends,
Mm.
I do, but most of them speak English, so we just choose to speak English when they're around.
It's funny
And it's
because
not helping me. It's helping you guys, but it's not helping me.
it's funny because I know many Nigerians in Cote d'Ivoire who can't speak French like you. So
Yeah,
it's a
very
trend. It's very
well.
trendy.
I don't know. Maybe I just have to. Not maybe. I think I know I need to work on that.
Mm.
I need to have more friends.
No, I mean,
Well,
don't feel
time
sorry,
is another
but
factor. Time is another factor that has been hindering me from having friends and being interactive.
I mean, don't apologize. Like, I mean, I just want to understand. I'm just asking. I'm not judging you, like saying it's wrong, but I'm just curious about why why that is. Because like my question is French that pointless?
It is not pointless. You know, I've grown up to realize that in every circumstance and environment you find yourself, it's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to add to yourself. You understand, regardless how irrelevant or uh, unnecessary anything around you may seem at that point. But if it's you adding to what you've had before, then it's an advantage.
Mm.
That's what I've grown up to learn. So how much more a language? It's no language is useless. Like no language is just irrelevant.
Mm.
In fact, not even uh, country languages. I mean local languages. If I'm opportune to learn some of them, I will. I'm eager, but I don't know why it's not coming.
But it's
It's not
interesting
coming.
because but you don't need it's not necessary. You don't need it like you don't need it to survive.
It's necessary. Necessary, especially my in my field. It's very necessary. Like many times, I have uh, francophone uh, clients, and I need to take them. Like it's sometimes difficult for me, you
Mm.
know, being
Mm.
that I can't speak what they understand. So I find it quite difficult to impact
Mm,
uh, what I need to.
mm,
You understand? So it's kind of different when I understand the both languages and I'm able to tell you, okay, this is what it is in what you understand. But when you want to say it in your second language that you're trying to adopt, this is how you should say it, comparing, contrasting, and striking a balance between using the two languages. That should be the best way to impact. So it's a challenge for me. And some ways, somewhat it's impeding my speed, my yeah, it's impeding my growth in my profession.
mm,
I think I know it's a need, it's a necessity for me
mm,
as an English teacher in a francophone country to understand French.
mm. But, but what is holding you back then? Can you identify?
Yes, I should. The first factor I can point out is time.
Mm-hmm. Time.
Yeah, time, time to learn this. The first factor to point out here, and the second thing is, uh, I think I don't. Well, maybe everything is still coming back to time because, well, myself too. I don't keep uh, francophone friends
Yeah.
that
So the
much.
environment, then people you are surrounded with.
Yeah, people I'm surrounded with. It's a big factor that's been keeping me. That's been keeping me in my shop.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know if there is any way. Yeah, there should be a way to go around it.
mm,
I've been trying. I've been trying. At least I can express myself. Just, I mean, simple expressions.
mm-hmm,
Okay, I want to eat. Going out.
mm,
I'm gonna do this. Okay, I need this. I want that.
mm.
I can say all of those things, but when it comes to like really going deep into conversations in French, that's where I can find it difficult.
You feel a lot of limitations. You are not
Yeah, and
really fluent.
sometimes the fear of speaking wrongly is another
Mm.
thing.
And
It
people
holds
making
me
fun
back.
of
Like
you, like,
I would be like, yeah, exactly. Like I'm really gonna play the whole thing I want to say in French in my head before saying it out, and if I feel mm, don't try it. Don't try it. They're gonna laugh at you. So I'll just keep quiet.
okay. May I ask you something very quick? What like
Okay.
what? Why do you think I learned my English?
Well, I've I've got quite a number of Ivorians as friends, and they speak good English, very fluent English, as much as you do. And uh,
So what do you think
tried
we've
asking
learned?
them, yeah, I've asked them how manage, how
So you
they
can
like,
you can ask me then.
and
You have the
yeah,
opportunity to ask me.
well, let me say for them, then I'll ask you
Mm-hmm.
for yours.
Yes.
So most of them actually study English. Yeah, they studied English in the university.
Mm-hmm.
And, many of them are still even studying English as we speak
Mm-hmm.
as second degree. Yeah, I have a few number of them like that. Alban, Flavian, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're great guys.
Mm.
So yeah, they speak very fluent English and French. So what about you?
Mm. Yes. I'm not a university graduate, that's for sure. I've never lived in an English speaking country. Never, ever. So I've been doing all that living in Cote d'Ivoire, like for, let's say, more than 20 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. Surrounded by my French folks. all day long and managing
Wow.
to speak English the way I do right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you guys say, okay, you don't know, I mean, you have the chance to be surrounded, to dive deep in the environment. Like, you have French every day. Like, but I
Mm,
didn't have English like you did for French.
mm.
I've been living in Cote d'Ivoire, like born and raised here. But create I've created my own English environment. Like, and managing to, let's say, to produce my spoken English by practicing, listening a lot, and practicing with some francophone, which is very rare, but some of them that I happen to find and to get as friends, and that's it. And over time, I became an English coach, and
Wow.
I even started coaching in English like less than 2 years ago. Like, people asking
Wow.
me, how did you manage? Like, how is it able? Why? How? So I say, so the why and the how, I'm explaining all those things in my English coaching program. That's how I became an English coach, and I started an English coaching program, and I'm running the CEAV English Network now without any university degree whatsoever, and without living in an English speaking country. Never, ever.
Ever. Wow. You're a legend, I must confess.
Oh, really? No. don't 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 call
I
me.
really envy you.
Don't. Oh, thank you. I don't see myself as a legend. Let's say I've seen myself as a living proof that there are stuff that are possible
Mm,
when you put in the work. And what you said about what is holding you back, you mentioned time and
mm.
environment. Okay. The third, I can add a third one. A third thing is a concentration, focus.
I think I need to go now. I don't know.
Yes, it's been great talking to you.
I'm telling you, like it's really been great, and I'm looking forward to having another conversation with
Yes,
you soon. Yeah. All right. Thank you
thank you
so
very
very much
much, Sir
for the
Barry.
time.
God bless you, and
Yeah,
see you
and
next
for this
next time.
opportunity. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Goodbye. Have a good day.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yes.